Have you ever been sitting in a perfectly silent room, and before you even shift your weight or decide to stand up, your cat suddenly snaps their head toward you? Their pupils dilate, their ears swivel forward. It's as if they've heard a conversation inside your head that hasn't even happened yet. Most people laugh it off, thinking their cat is just hyper-aware or psychic. They assume it's a lucky guess or a reaction to a sound they didn't notice. But what if I told you that in those silent seconds of observation, your cat isn't guessing? They are actually tapping into a biological data stream that you are broadcasting long before you consciously decide to move. There is a hidden tactical reason why your cat reacts before you even take a step. They aren't predicting your future. They are reading your body's pre-launch sequence. And the truth is, your cat knows your next move better than you do. We've lived with these creatures for nearly 10,000 years, yet we still fundamentally misunderstand their intuition. We assume that because we are the owners, we are the ones in control of the interaction. But the reality is far more complex. Your cat is a master of what neuroscientists call the premotor signal. Every physical action you take is preceded by a cascade of biological changes. A shift in your breathing, a microscopic tensing of certain muscle groups, and a spike in electrical activity in your brain. Your cat isn't predicting that you're going to the kitchen. They are detecting the ripples your body sends out seconds before the actual movement occurs. They are waiting for the initial spark to become a physical fact. But what exactly are they sensing, and why does it cause them to react with such haunting, precision-timed accuracy? Imagine you're settled on the couch, lost in a movie. You haven't moved a muscle in 20 minutes. Suddenly, your cat, who was fast asleep, opens one eye and stares at your feet. 5 seconds later, you decide to get up and grab a snack. You think they knew because you've done it 1,000 times before, but actually they are performing respiratory tracking. You think you're sitting still, but the moment you decide to move, your breathing pattern shifts. Your heart rate slightly increases as your body prepares for exertion. Your cat, with their hypersensitive hearing and pheromonal sensors, detects this metabolic spike. To them, your body just shouted, "I'm about to move." By reacting before you do, they are ensuring they aren't caught off guard by a large moving object. It's a survival instinct that turns your quiet living room into a high-stakes tactical environment. Then there is the mystery of the micro-tension scan. You're lying in bed and you think about reaching for your phone. Before your hand even moves, your cat jumps off the bed. You think they are being jumpy or moody, but actually they are detecting muscle displacement. Even when you think you are still, the intent to move causes microscopic contractions in your core and limbs. These vibrations are picked up by your cat's whiskers and the sensitive pads on their paws. They treat these micro-twitches like a tactical alert. They aren't being weird. They are acting as a biological sensor for the household. They have detected the physical ripple of your intent before your brain has even sent the final command to your hand. It's a primal survival protocol that ensures they are never the last one to react in a dangerous situation. But what happens when the reaction isn't fear, but shadowing? You're sitting at the table, and your cat suddenly walks over and sits right behind your chair. Seconds later, you stand up to walk to the sink. You think they heard your chair move, but actually they are performing gaze analysis. Cats are experts at tracking where your eyes are focused. They notice that your gaze shifted from the book you were reading to the sink, and then your pupils narrowed in focus. They aren't reading your mind, they are reading your eyes. In the wild, tracking the gaze of a larger predator or a partner is a vital way to locate food or avoid conflict. By moving before you do, they are placing themselves in the flow of your intent. They aren't following you. They are anticipating the path you've already carved out with your eyes. Consider the chemical shadow. You're about to get up to answer the door, but the doorbell hasn't even rung yet. Your cat is already at the door. You think they are psychic, but actually they are exploiting their superior olfactory range. Before you even realize someone is outside, your cat has detected the shift in air currents and the microscopic scent cloud entering through the door's seal. But more importantly, they detect your adrenaline bloom. When you hear a faint sound that you don't even consciously register, your body releases a tiny amount of adrenaline. Your cat smells this chemical alert instantly. They turn around because they are smelling your readiness. They treat every chemical shift as a potential event. They aren't being paranoid. They are maintaining a 360-degree security perimeter. In their world, the scent is the first draft of reality. Their reaction is actually the final confirmation of a data download they've been processing for seconds. Even their ear twitching right before you speak is a calculated move. When your cat turns to look at you right before you say their name, they often tilt their head. You think it's just a cute expression, but actually they are performing acoustic pre-localization. Every time you prepare to speak, you take a sharp, silent intake of breath and tighten your vocal cords. To a cat, this sounds like a mechanical click in the air. They are essentially 3D scanning you for the slightest audio anomaly. They aren't just looking, they are slicing the air into layers to find the exact origin of the sound you're about to make. It's an act of high-level geometry performed in total silence. What happens next is a social safety check. Have you ever noticed your cat react to your intent, and then they immediately look directly at your face? You think they are asking, "What are we doing?" or that they're trying to freak you out. But actually, they are performing social referencing. When a cat senses your body loading an action, they look at your primary signal, your face. They are studying your expression to see if the movement you're about to make is happy, urgent, or aggressive. If you are calm, the cat interprets your pre-move as a sign that the environment is still safe. They use your emotional state to calibrate their own. They aren't just being creepy, they are using your composure as a secondary sensor. It's an act of profound social trust. Why does all of this matter? Because most of us go through our lives thinking we are the primary witnesses of our own homes. We think we know when our actions start. But in reality, your cat is the one who truly knows the timeline of the house. They are the ones who feel the pressure shifts, the metabolic spikes, and the scent clouds of your intentions. They aren't predicting your moves. They are witnessing a present that we are simply too dull to perceive. If you found yourself looking at your cat's reflexes differently after this, you're beginning to understand the depth of the sensory world you share. We explore the hidden psychological strategies of the world around us every week. If you want to understand the silent signals your pets and the people in your life are sending you, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of those who look a little closer. There is a final secret called the resonance of the bond. Sometimes your cat isn't reacting for safety or for food. They are looking for the sync. They are so attuned to your specific biological signature, the way you breathe when you're happy, the way your muscles twitch when you're about to play, that they react simply to acknowledge that they are ready to join you. When your cat moves before you do, they are paying you the highest compliment of the animal kingdom. They are saying, "I am so invested in your existence that I am already moving with you." They aren't just watching you. They are living in the space between your thoughts and your actions. So the next time your cat snaps their head toward you before you've even moved a muscle, don't just laugh. Don't be afraid. Just realize that in that moment, your cat is the only one in the room who is truly, deeply, and tactically in tune with your soul. Stay curious. I'll see you in the next one. See you in